Got the mic. Thanks, guys.
First of all, Alex, congratulations on a great comeback. Talk us through what the feeling was like representing England again, and especially in such a big tour.
Yeah, a very special feeling to be back out in the park for England. Oh, sorry, it's a very special feeling to be back out in the park for England. 3 years felt like forever, but to get out there today and score 50 in my return in a winning team is the stuff dreams are made of.
I'll ask you if you don't mind. Watching that, it almost felt like I wondered if those 3 years of missed opportunity or frustration, you were kind of channeling that in the way you played. Is that fair to say? Can you let those emotions come into your cricket on an occasion like that?
I don't think you can, to be honest. I think it's important to focus on the task at hand, and that was winning a game of cricket against a very skillful bowling attack. You've got guys bowling 150 kilometres an hour. So for me, it was all about getting over the line. I wasn't quite at my fluent best, but to get 50 and steer us in the right direction meant a lot.
Wonderful though to think that you maybe have proved some people right and maybe proved quite a few people wrong. I mean, that's a nice feeling to have, yeah?
Yeah, it is a nice feeling. I mean, guys have said in the past it was never down to cricket why I missed the 3 years. That was never in doubt. But there's always that nerves and pressure coming back after 3 years, having not played. Kind of felt like a debut again. So very special night.
And I wanted to ask you, if I may, about the whole feeling about being back in Pakistan. I think for many of us it's a huge occasion with great significance and almost goes beyond cricket. You have to focus on the cricket. But how did it feel to be out there knowing that this was the first time in such a long time that England players have been here?
Yeah, very, very special. It's a place where I've spent a lot of time here over the last few years, and it's a place that means a lot to me. I've got some fantastic memories on and off the field. So to be part of an England tour, the first one in such a long time, is an incredibly special feeling.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks.
Alex, you mentioned about your innings not perhaps being as fluent. I mean, that you mentioned also the other day to us about a maturity. Was it important is it important in those innings when things might not be going exactly to plan that you actually hang in there and dog it out?
For sure, yeah. There's lots of times in T20 where you don't quite feel on top of your game and you're a little bit scratchy, but the deeper you take it, the more fluent the innings becomes. I got a couple of boundaries away towards the back end of my innings and killed the game really well with Harry there. I thought Harry's innings was outstanding against against a quality bowling attack on a tricky-ish pitch. So, a lot of credit goes to him.
When he came in, did you sense that you had to kind of let him go, or what were you thinking when he came in?
I let him do his thing, to be honest. I've seen him bat before. He's such a talented player. So just said, make sure you enjoy yourself and play your game, and that's exactly what he did. He's a wonderful talent, and to be at the other end and watch some of those shots was pretty good.
Just finally, how do you actually sum up how you're feeling right now, sat here having sort of influenced a win for England?
Yeah, very, very special. Like I said, it feels like a dream come true to come back and contribute with a half century in a winning team. In a country where I've got a lot of good special memories. It feels fantastic.
Hales, here on the right. You played in front of this crowd during PSL. Obviously, people are very familiar about you. But playing and representing England in front of the Pakistan's home crowd, how was the feeling and that performance? The crowd was buzzing for Pakistan, but obviously they really enjoyed your batting as well. So how was your experience so far about this inning particularly?
Yeah, like I said, it's very special. The crowd here, I've played in front of full houses here at Karachi, and it's something different. It's one of the best atmospheres in world cricket. And I heard some of the guys, Luke Wood, saying he was stood at mid wicket at the start of the game, and you couldn't believe the noise and the atmosphere. So for him on his debut to experience that's very special. So Karachi put on a show tonight.
Alex, your playing style is a bit different. Like you take start of the flying start, but today you were taking time. Were there a special plan for Pakistani fast bowler, because Naseem and Haris, they were striking in their first over in Asia Cup, so there was some plan or something, or you were just taking time because you have been back after a very good time?
I was trying to hit boundaries. It just didn't quite happen tonight for some reason. Found a couple of fielders in the power play, but I probably didn't quite have as much strike as what I'd have liked. I think I'd only faced maybe a third of the deliveries after 7 or 8 overs. So didn't quite manage to get going tonight in the power play, but that can happen. I still managed to dig deep and kind of steer us in the right direction for the win.
Alex, this is your best year in overall T20 cricket. Just completed 1,300 runs in this year. and in last 4 consecutive years you scored more than 1,000 runs in overall T20 cricket. Just tell me about this consistency. You playing in Australia, England, winning titles, winning the hundreds, all the events, and performing so consistently like that.
Yeah, it's been an unbelievable 3 years, and I've really enjoyed my cricket. I think the last 3 or 4 years I've purely been focusing on T20 cricket, which has really helped my game, and I feel like I've really gone to the next level. So this tonight's a special feeling, and hopefully I can do that for England going forward now.
Alex here, this side, right? Thank you, Alex. Obviously, T20 leagues happening around the world, and many players like David Milan and some other before England they playing in the PSL and got a lot of experience of playing in Pakistan pitches. So many players like you, Phil Salt, Willie and others have experience of playing in Pakistan. So how did that experience actually help, and of course transfer same information and some sort of insight to the youngster, those coming first time? I think that will be very helpful, the PSL experience for all of you.
Yeah, it's been very helpful for me and all the other guys, and playing at that standard of cricket. The PSL's, in my opinion, the second best league, especially as a batter coming here facing, you guys have got, feels like 10 or 12 bowlers who all can bowl 150 Ks. So you have to come here and you have to be on your best game, otherwise you get found out. So, we've got good experience of playing on these pitches against these bowlers. So, hopefully we can pass that on to the youngsters on the side and see them thrive over here as well.
Alex, it's been a new look England team which beat Pakistan today. It's a dream debut for Luke Wood, and then Gleason also played in this. You're missing some of the great players like Ben Stokes not in the squad. Barrister is already injured. Liam Livingstone is not in, and Butler is not playing in the first 4 matches. And that Mark Wood and Chris Fox also in your squad. So it's a new look side. So it looks something great for England future. And how do you see English team in the coming T20 World Cup? Yeah,
I think that highlights the depth of English cricket and the talent we've got at the moment in T20 cricket. There's guys stepping up, putting pressure on guys who are in the team, and that's such healthy competition. It drives everyone to get forward, to push forward and to improve their games. And I think we're quietly confident heading into the World Cup. Guys look like they're in a good space and playing good cricket, and like I said, there's good healthy competition amongst the group, which should help us get better.
Thanks so much, guys.